Live from 10th Avenue in New York City, it's The 10 Show with Max Montgomery. And now, here's your host, Max Montgomery.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. It is so great to be here. I'm excited to be here on The 10 Show. I gotta say, all of you are much better than last night's audience. I mean, speaking of last night, I was in a real jam. I was attacked by the numbers 1, 3, 5, and 7. Oh yeah, the odds were against me. But seriously, folks, I love the number 10. I mean, just look at my name, Maximilian Montgomery. 10 letters in my first name, 10 letters in my last name. Even my mom knew I would love the number 10. How many letters are in your name, Buffo?
Hi! I'm not sure, Max. I can never get past that pesky number 10.
Well, why not?
I only got 10 fingers, I think. Yeah, only got 10.
I see.
Sometimes I can't count past 4
Well, when does that happen?
when I'm wearing mittens.
He's a national treasure, folks.
Sometimes I can't count at all,
Why?
because my hands are in my pockets.
It only gets better from here, folks. But it's time to get this show right in the groove. And speaking of groove, let's hear it for Buffo and the Big Ten Band! All right. Well, as you may know, we are celebrating 10 years on the air here at The 10 Show. Well, we thought it would be great for us to invite some of our favorite guests from the past to visit us again. Buffo, which one of our guests from the past would you like to see come back?
Hi, I had milk for lunch.
Okay. Well, you might want to move on to solids. Speaking of moving on, it's time for us to move on to tonight's top 10 list. Last week, I was eating a cup of noodles. I was walking across my living room and I tripped on a rubber band, and the noodles went flying everywhere. I know, funny, right? Well, the noodles ended up slapping against the wall, and I stared at them and they never moved. And I thought, well, the noodles have to come down sometime, so I waited. And I waited, and I waited, and would you know, after 3 days, those noodles never moved an inch. Well, tonight's top 10 list is inspired by those events. Tonight's top 10 list is the top 10 things you can stick to the wall. Number 10, Little Brothers with enough paste. Number 9, couldn't attempt that because Buffo ate all the paste. Number 8, literally every food served in a school cafeteria, including the silverware. Number 7, wet Kleenexes. Number 6, don't ask why they're wet. Number 5, my laptop, but it was more of a dent than sticking. Number 4, P.S. I need a new laptop. Number 3, my homework that my dog half ate. Sorry, Mrs. Finch, my 3rd grade teacher. Number 2, leftover meatloaf. And the number 1 item that will stick to the wall is, oh my, those noodles have come to life and become a giant noodle monster that's totally walking around sticking a wet noodle in everyone's ear. Sorry about that. And that's tonight's top 10 list. All right, it's now time to move on to tonight's guest. He's a very famous inventor who is always dazzling us with one of his inventions. Would you please welcome to the 10 Show, C. Wright Infringement. Oh, what a welcome, right?
Amazing. Every time I come here, it just gets better.
You know, C. Wright, I never asked you all these years what the C stands for in your name.
Copy.
Ah, copyright infringement. Wait, copyright infringement. Well, I'm sure you have something new to show us, right?
Always, Max. As you know, it's my life's goal to create inventions that make our lives better. And Max, I'm excited to tell you, I think I've struck greatness.
You mean...
Yes, I have invented the one item that will become the most important thing in your life.
Wow, like the number one thing?
Number one.
Well, we gotta see this. What do you think, folks? You wanna see it? All right, Copy, show us what you got.
This right here.
Is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? Do you know what I hold in my hands? Let me ask you a question. How often do you comb your hair?
Well, yeah, just about every day. How about you, Boffo?
I only come outside on Thursdays.
Is he serious?
Sorry, I shouldn't even have asked him a question.
You should go outside more. You really could use some more vitamin D.
I think you mean C.
See? See? Hey! I can see just fine.
What?
Just never mind him. So tell me, what does this invention have to do with combing hair?
Yes. This amazing invention, once put on your head, will comb your hair in a matter of seconds perfectly the way that you want it.
Wow, do you think we could get a demonstration? I think the audience would love that.
Of course! Should we use you as our example?
I think maybe we should let you try it. After all, I already combed my hair today.
Sounds good. Now first, you have to set the dial to exactly how you want your hair combed. I have two options, 1955 and bedhead.
Are those the only two options?
That's all you need. I'm gonna set mine to bedhead. Here we go. Can we get a drum roll, please?
All right, let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How do I look?
Like you might want to look in a mirror.
Okay, well, if you insist, I have a mirror right here. Woo! Well, you know what they say. No use in crying over spilled hair.
That's not the saying.
Oh. So can I cry?
Yeah, you definitely can. Let's hear it for C right infringement. You know, folks, earlier Copy was telling us about his invention, and he said that it had the opportunity to become the number one thing in your life. Well, he couldn't have been more wrong. There's only one thing that should ever be number one in your life, and that's God. He even said so in the Big Ten. That's what I call the 10 Commandments. Commandment number 1 says that God should be number one in your life. Nothing should come ahead of him. So I encourage you to memorize this very important commandment. Isn't that right, Boffo?
Huh?
I guess that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time on The 10 Show. Bye, everybody!